are listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Major thunderstorms are pounding my home. It is something out there. Welcome to GUFON. What is today? Monday? Monday, right? Is it Monday? Yeah. No, Tuesday? What is today? It's Monday, April 28th. Yeah. It feels like a whole other day just started. Let's get this. I know I don't want to see me sharpened either, but stomach's I'm going to try to make this happen. Yeah, there was the launch going at just before 7. I didn't think they were going to make it. I forgot. And then I got a notification on my phone that the launch was happening. And it was already in the sky, so. And I can't see it from here. I would have if it wasn't raining or storming. Come on. So, I don't know about you, but I had a real interesting day today. Yeah. I hope you guys had a good day. Tonight, I will be brief, and we'll talk about if your car insurance is more than... Oh, no, that's not it. Well, what if aliens can read our minds and control our thoughts? How would we know? Well, only if they told us. Yeah. Now, we've talked about aliens and the possibility of this psychic connection. Fast-moving storms. They're not going to last all night. They're just going to last through the morning. Through 10 o'clock, they said. We'll go over some things that are the same, but different for the last 50 years. We did that the other day. Or was it yesterday? Oh, there was no show yesterday. Yeah, because I didn't feel good and slept I mean, I'm so sorry, but I woke up, it was 9 o'clock at night. You know the drill. You know what I'm going through. And hopefully it's coming to an end. I almost fell asleep for this show, but the thunder woke me up at 6, and we're just pulling through barely. So thanks for hanging out. We'll do a little roll call here. Make sure, I need to get some Pepto-Bismol. What do you say, Pat Mitch? Yeah, we were all telepathic back in the day. You know why? I think you're right, Pat Mitch. Here's why. There wasn't all of this interference, electronics, right? Too many people on the planet. There's a lot of people, a lot of stuff happening. It's a lot of energy floating around. We've never seen it like this. I don't know. Maybe we have, but all I know is what? My mic sounds muffled. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me make sure we fix that. That's not good. Let me see on my end here. I can listen here and see if you're right. Maybe it is. Here we go. I can listen here and see if you're right. Maybe sounds perfect. Here we go. I'm sorry. It sounds really good. Welcome to the show, Pat Mitch. Hey, David Wilcox. Not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. How you doing, man? Hi, Phil McClorick. Good to see you. Welcome. Appreciate you. Sky Allen, how are you? Brooke is. Welcome. There is a in the chat. There's a poll. Do you think you have an ability to talk to aliens with your mind? Those are anonymous votes. So if you really believe it, be honest, because all these answers go here. All these answers go right here. We're figuring out where to cut the fat in this psionic world of aliens and drone. Yeah. Who else is here? Nathan? I don't know. Can you guys tell me? Because I just listened to this and it sounds good. Okay. Hold on. I want to see. Listen again. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. I want to see. Oh, that sounds great, guys. Here we go. Let's see. I think I heard it. Oh, that sounds great, guys. Oh, it sounds pretty good, guys. So I won't need to spend any more time on that. Sorry, Nathan. It's got to be on your end, or it's fine. Or maybe your volume, bro. Yeah, check your volume. Welcome to the show, big guy. Good to see you, Brian Yates. How are you? Good to see everybody. Hey, ActiveX. They are at war with each other. Who's at war? My G. First, one is female from Orion and so the female and the Zeta Reticuli. That's the story. Well, you know what I heard? And welcome everybody. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. I got a show to do, right? You know what I heard? And this comes from the man of all men, Richard Doty. I'm sorry. Every time I say Richard Doty, I left my drink in the other room. He said there are 4 good groups of aliens, maybe 3. It's 3 or 4. And they're the ones that signed the treaty. They all play nice. right? They're the ones that make sure they don't take too many bodies, make sure everything's an even barter between bodies and technology, right? Then this other group came in like years later, and they don't want to sign the treaty. This is Doty's story, by the way. This is what I heard. And they don't want to play ball. So what do you think's going on? They want to take as many bodies as they can. And the other, they're like, no. What if? I'm just spitballing. What if the drone show we saw recently, November and now, started in November. It started earlier than November, but it peaked. And anyway, maybe another cell coming this way. Storm cells, they move and then another one comes. Maybe shit, I can't believe I just forgot what I was saying. I knew that was going to happen. I'm serious. Nah, I'm serious. The real deal. I mean it. I forgot. Anyway, oh yeah. So no, that's not what I was saying. It doesn't matter. The aliens, right? Yeah. Hey, the aliens would never attack Earth, rather guide us. Oh, that's interesting. You know what? To let us think we did it to ourselves, dude. Oh, wow. That blew me away. I like that. That's good, you guys. Hey, Jason Semero. How are you, man? Let's see. RM, welcome. RM says, yes, they can and do read our minds. I know. Also, the Zeta Reticuli, or Reticuli, however you want, they're hive-minded. Oh, they see, this is, I'm so glad I paid attention to the chat room. You have had encounters with them when you were in the Marine Corps Special Section, which was the Space Force. No shit. Oh. Huh. I don't know. Hey, thank you for your service, by the way. Space Force. See, if this is true, and I don't know what is. None of us know. Only certain people who have been compartmentalized into the know. And they only know this, right? This. And yes, they could tell us about this and it would be earth-shattering and groundbreaking, but it won't be disclosure. And there won't be any evidence. So they can tell us, because what we've been getting from, if you want to believe Grush and all the others, we're just getting this from them, right? This little piece, and they want us to just, put it in the pile with the other 1,000 that we're not going to tell you about, that are even better with evidence, and nobody forgot to put their helmet on. Nah, I'm telling you, man, that's freaking cool right there. If that's true, that's scary too. The whole thing scares me in a way that, like, I'm not scared, oh, I can't move. I'm scared for the future and our demise at the hands of aliens that are acting like they're our friends. They're in the shadows. They let some people know some shit, and then they make other people look crazy. Why? Because they are up to no good. Can you imagine? Listen to this. This is why you cannot have disclosure, my peeps. I don't know why I said that. I can't help it. I like it. This is why you cannot have disclosure yet. You may have it in 30 to 50 years. I say 50 years they can have it. Here's why. Can you imagine telling the public, we allowed, and there's written contracts, we allowed them to take our bodies, take our children, take our mothers, our fathers and brothers and sisters and husbands and everything else. We allowed them. All the people that lost family members because of an agreement with aliens. Can you imagine? You can't have disclosure just on that alone. You gotta wait. First of all, you gotta stop abducting people. Then it's 50 years down the road you could have the conversation whether or not we disclose anything. You can't have these people walking around. They'll want revenge. They'll never be happy. You took my wife. You took my life. Right? Happy wife. I got no life. And then all of a sudden, the next day, there's a news announcement. This is the only way it could work. Ready? It's the only way. I figured it all out. You ready? This is what you do. They cloned everybody they took. And they bring them back. Check this out. Not only do they clone them and bring them back the age they went missing. Oh, yeah. They're going to kill you, clone you, put your brain in the new body of a younger you to give you your life back. Now that's alien. Now that's an alien saying, I'm sorry. That's how you do it. That's how you make us happy. You want to have disclosure and you want to disclose that you were taking people in their sleep. You were taking people driving on vacation. You were taking whole families, for Christ's sakes. And everybody thought they were crazy. If you're going to do that, you better have a repair system. And I think the cloning and giving, however many years you lost, give it back to the people and their brain and make them whole. That's all. What they did and are doing is absolutely absurd. We should be so scared to go to sleep. You don't even have to sleep, my peeps. You could just be walking around. They can zap you up. You have no control. Listen to this. You have no control over your thoughts. What happened to free will? Can't have it. Oh, this is unbelievable. You can't have it always. You can't have it this way, can't have it that way. There's only one way you have disclosure, and that's the truth. Bottom line, you rip it off like a Band-Aid, as hurtful as it's going to be to people who lost loved ones to abductions and shit, who will never be whole again. Oh, my God. They need to be given the fountain of youth or something, Nah, the aliens got to make that right. If they want to be a part of our lives and live with us, I don't know if it could ever happen. It is coming down. I see little flashes through the blinds. That's loud. You probably don't hear it like I do, but it's here. Nathan. $4.44. Hold on, let me open it up on the I forgot to mention, if you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, that's Goofon. You can do so with Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. Nathan with the PayPal. He says, we have control. Gotta learn focus. Gush all over the propagandas. That a gush really made me a gush a little bit. Oh, hold on a second. I took my insulin shot, like an hour before the show, and it's sore. Hey, Nathan, thank you very much. $4.31, 431, go. A continuing supporter of GUFON. Thanks, Nathan. Nathan from the Quantum Show. All right. Let's pull up. Look, I want proof. I want people who have the greatest claims in the history of this planet to have the proof to go with it. And they say, just trust me. I wouldn't lie. Yeah, you would. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, you did. I did? Didn't you? I don't know. I guess so. Then, oh, hold on a second. What is this? Hold on. Come on, what a... Jeez. Okay. All right. I wanted to show this. I think I showed this when it came out a month ago. This is weird. This UFO. Do you remember this? This is a weird one. I don't. This reminds me of, what's that guy's name? Jonathan Reed. By the way, I talked to Michael from Dark Hour Paranormal. He said we can watch his movie as a show one night. Just watching, it's his documentary, The Montauk Project. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I was planning a night we could watch a documentary. Hey, maybe we do that. I bring in a guest every week now. I mean, I want to bring in a guest every Wednesday. That's my new thing I'm going to start doing. Probably next week. I don't know. If I can get somebody in 2 days, I will. All right. This is, look. You can turn that any way you want. It's going to look like a disc because, that's, what do they call that? You see it because you want to see it, or it's just there like the face. There it is. I could tell you just by looking at this thing, it's definitely a balloon, and I say that with absolute certainty. Nothing in me tells me otherwise. That is 100%. It looks like a balloon. It's acting like a balloon. And my God, it's a duck. All right? Plain and simple. All right. You guys like, wait a second, hold on. I want to make sure I don't. Oh, how funny. I see some video here, or a couple of videos by Tupacabra. And he made real experiences into a cartoon. Have you ever seen them do that? So if there was an interview between two people, they make it into a cartoon. Here, look at this one. This is Red Panda on X, who did this with Christopher Bledsoe's 2007 Cape Fear UFO sighting. Made him real popular.
Wasn't doing what he was supposed to, and it caused me to go into toxic blood poisoning. I had metal toxicity in my blood, and it caused me to have a near-death experience in 2000, and I think it was late 2003 or 4. So with that, my wife sold our business, and it was a huge building company. We were doing huge numbers.
it's coming
15
down.
million a year in sales or more. And it was a monster she couldn't control, and I'm in bed and in and out of the hospital, and I couldn't. So I was really depressed. I was really
this is cool.
Sick, and I was ready to give up. But I have these children, my wife that I love, and that's the mindset.
Isn't it? It's pretty cool. And to marry it all up and everything, it takes a lot of time to do all this. Probably took them
These three guys that were with my son and I were subcontractors that Dad and I hired to build a house at Holden Beach, and they were out of town 4 months on this house, and actually,
oh my God, he's painful to listen to. My dad, he worked out in the farm, for 4 years, and when he came back out, we started building homes, and that's when I saw, the white lady. Dude, spit it out. Act like you've been there before. I saw that white bitch. Yeah, you goddamn right I did. She came down. You know what she said to me? Nothing. She talked to me with her brain cells. Yeah, that's right, her brain cells. Oh, yeah. I'm Christopher Bledsoe. Wait, what's going on? Wait, why am I being slowed down? Oh, I don't like this. Why are you turning me down like I sound stupid? Why do this to me? I'm sorry. All right, let's get some more yeah. Some of that. Yeah. Well, the lights flickered twice, so I thought it was over. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my God, this is a coincidence. All right, listen to this. And now you're going to see why we can never have disclosure with this. See, people don't talk about this. The missing people, the abduction stories. They don't think, oh, I want disclosure. Do you know what you're asking? Nome, Alaska, the known alien abduction capital of the world. Well, since 1988, over 60,700 missing person reports have been filed in Alaska. This is a town, Nome, that has 24 missing people cases from 64 to 04. It's one every other year. Man, that's not horrible. But imagine if they're being taken by actual aliens. I mean, you wouldn't believe it even if you saw the proof. I know it. You would think it was a TV show. All right, look at this. This is what they saw in Nome. So, I'm stuck. I don't know anymore with that kind of sighting. I don't know. I'm just going to say, yay. So, it's a light. What do you want from me? We're going to have to do better. Here's the thing. How come people never get close up? I've seen maybe 1 or 2 videos where people were close to these lights. One was stuck in a tree. Remember that one? It looked like an amoeba. It was weird. That thing looked alive. It was all trying to crawl out. Remember? It looked real. I mean, like it was alive. It is coming down like, whoa, out there. I'll say it again. It's coming down like, oh, whoa, out there. Like dogs and pandas. Next. Hey. 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 I don't understand. Oh, this is good. Oh my God. All right. This was from 09. See, there's some things about sightings that a lot of people won't know. If you never, ever sky watched for a lengthy period of time, you're going to run into things that are black and white. And I know what you're going to say. I said it too. They're balloons. Black and white? See, the red, the blue, the orange, the purples, all of those are going to look black when they're way up there with a thin cloudy day, like a chemtrail day, that kind of haze and disgusting cloud over the sky from those things. A thin layer haze of chem dust. Anyway, I'm not so sure that because of the lighting situation with these balloons, I'm saying if they're balloons, why are there so many videos where there's a white and then a black? Like in my fleet video, each white dot had a black dot. I have to get this. I have to show this to you. Because in the background, the black dots were doing their own shit while the white dots just stayed there, moving across the screen. And then you got other ones going, and and I mean, that's intelligence right there. And I'm so freaking lazy. Well, no more. I'm breaking out of the lazy mode. It's taking time. Believe me. Check out this sighting.
De repente empecé a ver que se acercaba y le iba a acercar la toma, pero mejor la dejé así abierta. Y empezó a hacer unas evoluciones que para mí son inteligentes. O sea, hasta que se metió, yo nomás estaba grabando ahí y bueno, ya no lo cerré la toma, la dejé un poco abierta para que se viera un poco más de puntos de referencia, ¿no? Lo que he aprendido en los videos. Sí, pues yo estaba emocionado, nomás el que estaba aquí en la casa era mi papá y él estaba viendo el avistamiento conmigo.
I don't know. I watched this on my phone. Oh, you see that?
Una de las más importantes en nuestro país en los últimos tiempos. La grabación es única en su tipo y muestra los movimientos de artefactos que desafían.
See, there's more than one balloon here. So most likely it's reflecting the sun so much it's overexposing and making these black sides. We see this all the time.
A nuestra comprensión.
But it's not happening here. Why? Because it's just by itself? I don't know. It's a little more interesting than what I'm thinking, maybe. I don't know.
Observe nuevamente el desplazamiento del ovni.
Le iba a acercar la toma, pero mejor la dejé así abierta. Y empezó a hacer unas evoluciones que para mí son inteligentes. O sea, hasta que se metió, yo nomás estaba grabando ahí y bueno, ya no lo cerré la toma, la dejé un poco abierta para que se viera un poco más de puntos de referencia, ¿no? Lo que he aprendido en los videos. Sí, pues yo estaba emocionado, nomás el que estaba aquí en la casa era mi papá y él estaba viendo el avistamiento conmigo.
I don't know, guys. See, to me that looked like it was just the turning of balloons, but grainy, digital, not the best. But that's better than anything NASA showed us. NASA, the government, I meant. All right. This is what I mean by watering down ufology. You ever hear me say that? Like, what are we doing? Why are you posting all these? These aren't real. These are balloons. They're birds. They're planes. They're satellites. By the way, I was up early in the morning, 5 a.m., went outside, and I counted 17, maybe 18 satellites. It was unreal. I saw 2 at one or 3 at one time. It started off as 2, and then there was and they it's like they came from a point, and they all went like one went straight, and the other 2 went slightly the other way, left and right. And I tried recording with my phone. You can't. A phone at night, it's the worst. The worst. And I got my camera here, but I didn't need to record satellites. I didn't think it was necessary. And it's hard for me to stand up now with my foot the way it is. It's so frustrating. I kept falling over like, ah. But anyway, yeah, this is typical errors that people make. Where is the video? Here we go. But they're watering down ufology. It's sad. With this stuff. This is bad. We don't need this. This confuses people. People think this is like a reality. It's just not. And World News X is becoming really aggressive with these bad videos. More than ever. Come on, this is so ridiculous. If this was legit, it would be on the news tomorrow. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. It would be on the news, I promise. I don't like it. It's watering down. It's taking away from the real UFO shit. If there are any at all. It's that hard. It's hard enough. We don't need this. Silly, right? Just pure silliness. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's so interesting, that comment right there. Do you know, I don't think I've ever thought of that. Why the aliens won't make contact with us if they're aliens, or whatever they are, because they're the ones, or vice versa. We could be super toxic to them, but I don't think so. Not if they're abducting us. You know, they must be wearing those suits then. See, I think the alien grays they don't look like that. I think that's just a suit. I do. Well, we don't look like our astronaut suit, do we? We don't have a big bulbous, well, Greer does, Corbett. You know what I mean? We don't have this half a glass bowl on our shoulders. So I'm sure the aliens are probably wearing some sort of skin-tight armor that it just adheres to the skin and you don't even know it. I don't know. 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 Never. So UFO Mania posted this, says, what is this? All right. Again, I hate to say it, but watering down ufology with this, it's just not right. Unless it's real. Then I want to talk about something. Whoa. I mean, is that Tron? Remember that movie? That looks silly to me. It looks like the Tron thing. No, I think this is Fata Morgana. Did you see that to the left? Look. Wasn't there another structure over here? Like, what's this? So there must be a hill or something up here. All right. Now we know. It's a bridge. That's what it is. Oh, this is the that's the thing in Britain, right? No. You know that roundabout with that thing they fly through? What is that place? Is that in French? Is that French? Germanet? No. All right. Oh, God. Time for something completely off the topic. Something you thought about, but never really talked about. Has nothing to do with UFOs, nothing to do with aliens. Matter of fact, has nothing to do with anything conspiratorial or ufological. This explains itself.
As a point, what do you think?
Every time we hear a Hispanic name on TV, whether or not the anchor is Hispanic, we suddenly have to shapeshift into a perfect Hispanic accent. Police arrested 25-year-old Ilan Alain Sanchez. And I mean that honestly. Why do we do that? When I say Alejandro Mayorkas, I just say Alejandro Mayorkas. But on CNN, it's Alejandro Mayorkas. I'm Irish. When police arrest someone with an Irish name, I don't say police just arrested 25-year-old Charlie McLaughlin. I just say police arrested Charlie McLaughlin.
That's awesome.
Stop that. Stop.
Yeah?
And it's for all of these reasons and everything that I just mentioned that America elected Donald Trump in 2016 and then elected Donald Trump again in 2024.
Well,
that's so funny. It's true. Hey, and one other thing, and this started 20 years ago plus. And the reason I don't like it, it's because it's disrespectful. You ready? A lot of learning things tonight. I told you, truthology right here. My last name is Giordano. I've been called Geronimo, Giordano, Gordiano. You name it, it's been said. For those of you who were born in the South, know a lot about being respectful and using people's names correctly. I know because I've seen the movies. But one thing that bothers me, it's a huge pet peeve, because my name is difficult, they say, Mr. Rich. No, I'm Mr. Giordano. Miss Guardiano, Giordano. Giordine, Jordan. Oh, Mr. Michael Jordan. I'm like, that is the lazy way to get out of saying a difficult name. When I was young, I grew up with people with all kinds of names because I was from New York. There was a girl who was my neighbor. I think she had 6 syllables. Her last name is Economopoulos. I had to learn that when I was like 12, or 10, whatever it was. You learn. Teach yourself how to speak proper English. I'm not Mr. Rich. I'm Mr. Giordano. You're Mr. Panku. You're not Mr. Thor. Doesn't that bother anybody else? Big pet peeve. And I used to correct people. So no, it's Mr. Giordano. And then they would hate you. And I mean, you get the dirtiest looks like, oh, you're one of those. I mean, that was before Trump and all that shit. People just want easy. I get it. But why don't you learn our names? It's respectful. Anyway, just a little ufology. Anyway. All right. Pope Francis passed away. Saved my life. Yep. No, he did. Yep. I'm not going to tell you how either. It's a personal thing. All right. Tim Burchett is known for his wisecracking and very blatant comments about government, about wrongdoings, about conspiracies. The guy has a very big and very spoken way of speaking. Wait, what? Anyway, here he is doing it again. Burchett letting somebody feel the wrath. Huh?
Hey, let him cook.
Harry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your hot pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
I love that. I love the way that guy laughs too. From Chappelle Show. Forget his name. Tim Burchett. God, that was, I mean, it's almost seems like they scripted that. He was waiting. That was funny. While we're in some weird mood here, I want to show you this. And you have to try it for those of you who have cats. If this video is correct, the word means come here to a cat. And when you do it, the cats come. Now, what if you just went meow meow or meow meow? Would it work? Nobody did that. So, but tell me, have you ever tried the
which means come here.
Look at this.
What the? Oh my god.
Look.
Ni
How did
cagando.
They're
Ni
like, how'd you know?
cagando.
That was terrible. Look at this.
Oh shit.
Say what? You only would do it once. That's crazy. Is it? I bet you're right. Come on. I wouldn't show this if I didn't think it was important to our world. Hey, Jeff Garvey. I love cats.
Which means come here.
You know that guy was practicing. Look how perfectly he does it. Watch.
Which means come here. Which means come here. Which means come here. Which means
I'm sorry, I have to stop it. It's almost like you're saying, Welcome to Goofon, everybody. We are nearing the top of the hour. Let's take a look at the poll. Did you vote yet? Did you vote? Do you think you have an ability to talk to aliens with your mind? It's almost split down the middle. 55 yes, 45 no. You guys rock with almost 80 votes. We need 100. Well, we'll go another till the end of the show, but I don't expect more than a few more. But thank you. Wow. Well, let's end it now. It's not going to change much. That's amazing. That is really a... Hey, you know what, ActiveX? I hope the sun god Ra comes back. How cool. I don't care who comes back. I hope they all do. I was talking to Dark Hour Paranormal, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about what's under Egypt. Man alive. You know, the fact that there's something like what they think is under there that goes down for a couple of kilometers, that to me alone is much more impressive than the pyramids for some reason. It's weird. It's almost like the pyramids are an anchor, or they're some sort of like this. It looks like they built the big one around a giant sarcophagus, right? Isn't that what they say? It looks like, because you can't fit it in the way it's built, you would have to build around it. So that's what they must have done. And if they did, yo. So what'd they do? Turn it on and it transfers the soul? See, what if it was a soul machine? I'm thinking. That's why it's quiet, a little crazy in my thoughts here. Oh man, I tell you, it is really sad. It is. Do you think they're gonna let us see what's under there anytime soon? If it's some sort of ancient technology, which I think they know it is, but Zawi Hawass, the biggest dick in ancient Egypt antiquities, will be a dick for as long as he's around and lie about the truth. He'll lie about what's there because he wants the Egyptians, the humans, to get credit for building everything. Okay, fine. We built it with the aid of some sort of technological advancement or ancient advancement. I think they're hiding all this shit. It's stored away underground, probably underneath the Sphinx. Who knows, man? Who the hell knows? It bothers me. It actually, sometimes I think about it and it pains me to know that we won't know that truth. It pains me to think I'll never know about aliens. I want it to happen. Oh, Jesus. That light came through the window and let me know, hey, Rich, this is going to be a loud one. Did you hear that one? Hey, Russa, is it Spuelda? Spuelda. Hey, Anjali. Wait, who was I saying? I was talking to somebody. Oh, when is Luna? Oh, exactly. Nice. Thank you very much, Jeff. I did want to talk about that just for a minute. Now, we all know it wasn't going to be that easy. She wasn't going to be making those comments. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to get to the truth. We're going to go page by page, piece by piece. We'll bring that. It's going to take a minute. I'd be surprised if we don't know anything this year from her. Well, I don't know if that's true. About aliens. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, I'm going to make a prediction about Anna Paulina Luna and her involvement with the UFO, the JFK, and all that. All right, here's my prediction on the UFO. She's going to come out and say, look, it's a lot of work. We're going to need more time. See you in January. It's going to be like that. You'll see. There's so much. It's coming down like a dog and a cat. Like, together, not separate. It's unreal out there right now. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know, brother. I don't know. Nobody knows. Oh, birds have been around what? Since the beginning. Pretty much, right? Yes, and that is just a blink of an eye. It might as well be 20,000 years. Humans, in the form of anatomically modern Homo sapiens, have existed for approximately 300,000 years. Yeah. If you believe the data and the evidence. Now, I don't know if that's true. I think we were brought here. Call me crazy. And I'll tell you, I'm going to say it, and I don't know why. I don't feel like we're from here. For me, it's because of this. We get sunburnt very easily. 20 minutes you can get burned. A burn for fair-skinned people. For me, 40 minutes. Well, now if I go out, it's 20 minutes just like I haven't been out in a long time for a tan. Matter of fact, I don't want to. I saw a truck driver who was a truck driver for 48 years. I don't know if you guys saw the video. His left side was all wrinkled up and his arm was like leather because he has it out. The sun came through the window all those years. So I don't think we're from here for that. Number two, you see these? What do we need sunglasses for? I don't see giraffe trying to, put something over their eyes to see better. I don't ever see anybody doing this, a bald eagle going, I can only see 2 miles. Yeah. All right. We have a whole body full of pores, for sweating, hair, or fur. If we're from the chimpanzee, why is our hair like a little less coarse? And why isn't it, like an ape? Like what changed that we have so much less of it? Okay. And I don't know if this is true. This is what I remember. But I am pretty certain that a woman's biological monthly visit for man flow is more in line with Mars than it is with Earth's cycles. And I think that's true. Something like that, right? I think I'm right. And if I'm not, correct me, please. I don't care. Also, it hurts to be looking out in the sun. We shouldn't have that problem. And what about at night? Right? And we can't see for shit at night. If it's not a couple 100 feet in front of us with a porch light on or the moon half full, we can't see for crap. It may only be 300,000 years we came out of the caves, but damn it. Or 30,000 years we've changed to look like this 300,000 years ago. I don't buy it. I think they shipped us over from Mars because some shit happened over there, and they regenerated this population on Earth. They got rid of the dinosaurs for us. Thank you for that. Right? They cleared the path. Who did? An asteroid? You guys. This is all a game. Everything's mapped out. Everything's already happened and happening and going to happen. Wait. Has happened, is happening, or is about to happen. Everything is happening all at the same time. And I don't like it. In that movie, they said it. In Arrival, they said it. In Inception, they said it. Inception? No. What was the one where they went Interstellar? Interstellar said it. And what about how in 300,000 years did we go from to, oh, I can read your mind. You want a bottle of water? How? How? That's all I want. I just want to know. I have cotton mouth, rotten mouth, And you're guessing right. That's exactly why I have it. History is a lie. And I you know what bothers me is that we won't know the truth until it's, until we're done. I've been thinking a lot about death. And I watched my uncle die last year, and I didn't like it. It was horrible. There was nothing, no mark, no imprint other than his children that he left behind, who are wonderful people. But I watched him just, they let it, like, he kept complaining. Like, it's strange because a month before he died, he was in the hospital, and then they said, "Oh, we don't find anything wrong with you. We're sending you home." He goes, "But I have this pain in my stomach." And they didn't really care. It's like they said, "You're 86 years old. Your body's falling apart." Plus, he was a diabetic, but he wasn't dying at that time. It was weird. It's like they figured because you're that old. I mean, everybody felt this way. Like every time he woke up and he was like, "I'm in a lot of pain. My stomach hurts," they would give him more morphine till he died. And they just kept shooting up with morphine every 30 minutes. Every time he'd wake up, he saw me one time and he goes, "Hey, Richie." And I go, "Uncle Tommy." I go, wait. I thought we were golfing tomorrow. Something like that. And he smiled, and then they just shot him up, and he went back out. And that was the last I ever talked to him. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it that they didn't fight for him the way I thought they should have. Everybody said it. It was weird. It was weird. And I don't want to go out that way. I won't go out that way. There ain't no way. That bothered me. It hit home. Like, I'm not going out like that. And the thing is, 9 out of 10 of us are going to go out that way. No, I don't know. Maybe half, whatever it is. It was awful. And to me, I didn't see any, feel any, or had any vibes of anything spiritual. And he was a very into the Bible type of guy. There was nothing. I mean, he probably made peace. One of those times he woke up, he probably thought I was, Jesus standing there. Well, he did say, "Oh God, Richie." Nah, he didn't. But it's weird. I don't like it. I've been thinking about that death, and my parents are really close. And why? Why can't we just find out, like, before we die? There should be a conspiracy list that you get to read. What happened to JFK? Who built the pyramids? Easter Island? Did we go to the moon? All that stuff, right? Yeah. I want to know. We should know all that. There's nothing bigger than death in the afterlife. And for some strange reason, I think the aliens, for lack of a better thought process, are angels and demons. I've been saying it for 20 years. Yeah, been saying it forever. Oh, Jeanette just sent in a nice little gift on PayPal. Aren't you very thoughtful? What's today? What, really? Wow, thank you. The angel of Goofon. Jeanette, angel. is how you say. I used to call her Angel, remember? Thank you, Jeanette. You didn't, thank you. Oh, Mary Young Sliwa. I forgot to say hi earlier. Hi, how are you? I'm so sorry if I didn't say hi. Good to see you. Yes, some bonds can't be broken even when death occurs, like a mother and child. Jeanette, you are the angel of GUFON. Thank you for your support. And everybody else who supports. Thank you. I appreciate it. And subscribe. Subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Current events are confusing, says Christopher V. They are. You're right. They are confusing. Think about the current events. Think about it. Jeff Bezos sent up 5, 6 women, however many. And it was all fake. Right? Stunt. Right? Oh, I forgot to show the rocket launch. Shit. I started to get it at the beginning of the show and I just totally spaced it. Spaced it. And the drones are confusing. Yeah? We don't know what they are. All we know is that they are. David Wilcox, not Wilcock, threw down 5 memberships. 2, one of them went to Modi Mongol, everybody. Another one went to Scottish Allen, 420, received a membership. Justin Goodearth received a gift membership from David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Pat Mitch, you did it. That's cool, man. You got a gift. These are randomly chosen by YouTube gift maker. And Jennifer, well, this is unbelievable. Thank you. Dan Peters, what does that mean? Rich, you are only a lad official. I don't know what that means. I am only a lad, but official? Okay, I don't know. Thanks again, David Wilcox, not Wilcock, for gifting 5 memberships. Thanks a lot. Hey, Richie Gray, how you doing? The aliens can read our minds. I was just going to start talking about that. Richie Gray says they can read our mind. A case of beer for dad's coming up on dad. Say that's a plug. Someone's helping the big guy. Wait, the aliens can read our mind. A case of beer for dads coming up on dad. Father's Day? Isn't that in June 19th or something? Thanks, Richie. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. All right. I wanted to talk about that, like I did at the beginning of the show, about this this thing that we call psionics. You probably figured out that I have a problem with it. I think we have people that like the new buzzwords and like to be the first to say something nobody said and make believe they discovered something nobody else has. And it's funny, when you're in this for a while, you get to see different people come in trying to do the same thing their predecessors couldn't do. And that is tell the story without being a liar. And why is it every single whistleblower that comes out, we have an issue? And I want to tell you something else. If the aliens were reading minds, why are whistleblowers just now talking about it? Why hasn't that been a topic forever? Oh, it's been brushed on, but now it's being brought out like this is it. This is a fact. Psionics is real. We make contact with aliens by thought, at the speed of thought, which is faster than the speed of light. And we're going to call it psionics. It's bullshit. And it's funny they chose that name for it because although I like the psionic camera, I hate the camera. It turns everything into a little color. Like a white star becomes white with a tint of red or a tint of blue, or you know what I mean? And people use that to their advantage and saying, oh, look at the red object. Look at the yellow. No, 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 no. You know? Ugh, I just hate it. But I love it because we got to stay on top of these people. I know I such cotton mouth. Now, I can't do it, but other people can. Mind talk, mind meld, or somehow have a communication. And, it's easy to just talk about those people and say all the things you want to say. Oh, they can't do it. Oh, it's fake. Nobody can do it. Well, how do you know? You know everybody? I don't. What if it's possible? Why can't it be? Honest to God, I mean this. Why can't it be possible? Of course it can. And the thing is, the people who are in public today are the same people who have been, most of them anyway, have been saying this for years. And I still can't do it. And maybe it's just not in my gene pool. Although people tell me, yeah, you are making contact, you dummy. You had the dream that you're calling a dream, the alien in your room that you said seemed real. Yeah, I guess, but... And what about the crop circles across the street from your house? True, I had the grass circles that week, yeah. All right. So yeah, I believe it's possible. But we need evidence. That's that. Without evidence, I'm just a storyteller. Actually, I have evidence. I do. Of the grass circles? Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. I just have to... It's in the little chip. I think I know exactly where it is. It's in a memory chip. You know the little ones? But... to have the ability to read any mind would be... I don't know. Jesus. Because I know how my mind works. There's something always going on. Either a song, I'm like, what do they call that when you keep having the same phrase of a song? An earwig or a Ludwig? Well, I got one of those going on today. Yeah, it's Shine Box. I can't get the song out of my head. It's the chorus to this one song, and then it goes into the guitar solo. And then it stops and it replays it over. All day long, I've been hearing the song. It's not what you believed in. And then it starts over. Can't help it. All right. And let's see. Proving the... Oh, have you ever heard of the skull experiments? I don't know if I ever want to talk about that. No, I'm not going to talk about that. Nope. All right, I think I have one more video here. What is this here? Oh, it's third phase of moon. Oh, right. I'm glad I remembered to Okay, some strangeness happening around the world. Perfect timing. Something's going on out there in my door.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. The UFO sightings, they don't stop. And we've got a helicopter in hot pursuit of an unknown object. Watch this.